Yeah. Yo, 5.
How would you like a nice Hawaiian punch? Sure. Bam. That was the old commercials.
I remember those. Yeah.
Politically incorrect these days.
Oh, man, you can do that. You can get away with it. Well, a lot of things are politically incorrect. And, okay, I think in so many ways it's good, and we've had this conversation before, but there does need to be a self-correction on a lot of things.
Well,
and it will be.
I'm old enough to remember cigarette commercials.
Oh, yeah. Those were terrible.
Well, I can remember them. What do you want, good grammar or good taste? Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
I remember one this because I watch, I listen to a lot of old-time radio podcasts.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, guys. Whoo, you got to have thick skin because they get in the muck back then, but objectively good listening programs, right? And it was this one on Dragnet, actually. It's like 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Lucky Brand cigarettes. I'm like,
what?
4 out of 5 doctors? Really?
That didn't stop until the early. I got to move over here for a second.
Okay, and as Uncle Stash take care of his business, it's the Spade Hour. A lot of people have a lot of questions about me, and they say, hey, L-Spade, you tend to be a militant black guy. And that's not the truth, man. And the thing is, right, y'all put me in the box with that because I can never be like, well, I got a bunch of white friends because I knock white people for saying that. So it's kind of like a reverse thing. Like, man, look all the white folks I hang around. So when people shoot at me like that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. But you got to explain to me why I'm that guy. As Uncle Stash takes this reprieve. By the way, I'd like to point out right now that Tokyo Stash and Spade has new content coming out. And we would try to be more regular now. It's just that, man, we do stuff, guys. Uncle Stash is a very sought-out consultant in English, professional business English teacher in the Tokyo area. So he stays, like, in demand. And he's actually quite particular about his lessons. Don't let the polo and cargo shorts fool you. The man is really about his business. So, yeah, as he steps back to the mic. And I'm going to need you to put that mic up to your mouth, man.
Up to my mouth?
Okay.
Like this?
All right, that's too much. All right. Yeah. Man, that's bad. So what are we going to talk about now, man? Like, what's on your mind, actually? I mean, I think we hit a wide array of things, man.
We're eclectic,
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are you watching on TV? This man, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It's not one conversation this man doesn't call me like, hey, guess what I'm watching? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why do I want to know? I don't care. But I listen because I'm respectful to my elders. But he always calls me.
Thank you, Lord Spade.
I'm watching such and such this German film that was conceived in 1965 by this guy who was actually a trans man who didn't identify as a trans man. I'm like, bruh, like, how are you getting this? Like, why you got all this back information for everything? So what are you actually watching now, Uncle Stash?
I've actually, there was a series back 2009-10 called Better Off Ted that I liked. It only lasted about 24 episodes or more.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it was funny. It was really good. So I got that, and I'm binge watching the entire Mad Men thing.
I never watched Mad Men. Never got into it.
It's phenomenal, great writing. And you mentioned that there was that German series Dark, and there was what else was there? There's just so much stuff I'm watching.
Like, how much in a day? How many hours would you say you watch
Well,
TV?
It depends on the day. If I'm hanging out at if I'm doing some work for clients and such.
He just flexed on us, by the way, guys.
I did. Yeah.
When I'm hanging out at all right, I'm sorry.
How's this? 1 sec. At a major American investment bank in the Roppongi area. How's that?
You know what? That's a little humble brag there. Because the first one was a flex one. I'm at
Then I guess I shouldn't talk about the various consultancies either.
Oh, you know what? I was
Making bank.
That was actually super authentic when you did that too. It was believable.
Thank you.
Like, I didn't feel like I feel like it came out naturally.
That's because I'm a fly mofo.
Okay, now that one was kind of forced. But yeah, like I was alluding to that when I was like, yeah, you actually do consultant work. But yes, he worked at since you said I can say it now. And
that you got to cut.
Oh, okay. Well,
bleep that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that's one thing. So how many hours do you watch?
Well, I mean, if I got no work, these days I'm doing a lot of work actually, and it's actually work. I mean, there's a entertainment aspect to it, but I'm watching a lot of YouTube, not just because I'm into YouTube, which I am getting into it a big way, but we have a tiny channel. We do, but we're growing, and without wanting to be too self-aggrandizing, there's no timeline here per se, but we started off just over a year ago, and if current trends are continuing, we should be around 10,000 subscribers shortly. Now you might think, well, that's nothing, and it is nothing, but it's 0.01%. So we're very much on track, and we don't need to be we don't need. We'd love to be Joe Rogan, but we're obviously not. It's not going to happen. But we'd like to grow.
We're the Simon and Garfunkel of YouTube.
Yeah. We want to get the subscriber base up, and I was talking earlier on about one of the reaction channels, which were not really exploding up over the
Phil Collins, you said.
Yeah,
right?
Phil Collins.
Man, that can't be real though, man. Yeah. Like you never heard Phil Collins.
Well, you and I had that discussion before.
Like, dude. We've had this discussion a lot, dude. Like a lot of these folks just be lying, and you know what? It's cool because I know it's an entertainment aspect to all these videos, right?
Yeah.
And if it's entertaining to you, I'm not going to tell you what to watch and what not to watch. But to me, it's just somewhat demeaning, and it's just like, come on, dog, y'all can't believe this. Like, how old were these people you're talking about?
Well, the twins, and I've been watching them off and on for about a year, and I would say 20-ish, mid-20s.
Mid-20s, man. I mean, maybe
Maybe
you didn't, so I don't want to do that. But it's always interesting when older people find out YouTube is this.
Yeah.
It's because my father, you and my father are around the same age,
right.
And my father has just gotten into the YouTube, man. And it's like I have to like talk him off the ledge sometimes.
What, serious?
YouTube is the quickest way to get radicalized for anything.
Oh man, no, it's
like,
crazy.
Like the algorithm is so good that it will feed you stuff, and if you're not like careful about it, you'll go into this rabbit hole and spiral down this thing, and you're like, man, next thing you know it, man, I'm looking at alt-right channels.
But it becomes like incestuous, It's just, the algorithm is actually brilliant.
It's a great algorithm, man.
It's not so great for us because we're doing fine. Don't get me wrong, because you got to put it contextually speaking. Yes. We're a tiny channel, but most people, they're lucky if they get 50 views for 5 years.
Well, not even I'm talking about as a viewer, man.
Oh no,
the algorithm is so intuitive, man. They keep on feeding you stuff.
So when we're checking our stats, we're signed in, so it knows who we are, and it very much looks at what we've watched and starts making these brilliant
suggestions.
Yeah, right. It's extraordinary.
Yeah,
and you can, and if you start doing lots of genre here, genre there, you can watch the algorithm start to shift, and it's fluid.
Yeah,
I'm really, forget the morality or the politics of YouTube. I'm very impressed with the way that they suggest videos.
That's the thing, and that's a trap my father fell into, right? Like, he went to look at one certain thing, and it kept on feeding him that certain thing. And next thing you know, you get into the fringes, to the dark side of YouTube, and next thing you know, you got to be careful because you start believing everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of things is not made to be believed. So you should always double check everything you see. Like, don't take nothing I say for the gospel. Like, check it out yourself. And that's what my pops fall into. And a lot of older folks. Yourself, not so much, man, because you're a well-read person. Not saying my pops isn't, but, you're a well-read person. You come, you're a quite eclectic person. You read a lot of stuff. Yeah. So, like, you tend to lean both. And both of us, we're in the middle. You tend to lean right, I lean left. But, we're middle guys.
Yeah.
So, I can be persuaded. It's just I need to know how, because the two underutilized questions, I think, is why and how. Like, those are the two questions that people really don't ask. Like, why? So why do you think this way? Like, why? And actually listen and how. Like, so that's what you're going to do? How are you going to do that? Because folks will blow smoke up your ass all the time.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Yeah. Well, man, we should do it more often, man. Why don't we do this more often?
I'm happy to. Here in glorious Funabashi, Chiba.
Yeah, man, we're actually in Funabashi, man. I just realized in my shot, there's a door in the back. Y'all can see that. The studio door.
That would be the studio door.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the titties walked past.
Oh, man, that's going to Probably get me dinged.
Very apropos.
Yeah, that's gonna get me dinged on YouTube. Yeah, so please watch Tokyo Stash Spade videos. We got new reaction videos coming up pretty soon. We're also doing some other stuff. Check it out.
Other stuff.
Well, you know, we do a wide range. We do the ASMR thing for you because Uncle Stash has a golden voice, like he swallowed a stick of butter, and he's just laying down those cool vocals for you.
Thank you.
I can't do that, man. Like,
Cool.
I can't get that deep. Matter of fact, my voice is only this deep because I'm speaking calmly. You know, when I get excited, my voice gets super high.
Really?
Oh, man, you know. I go up a couple octaves.
Iku.
Yeah.
Iku.
Oh, well, I'm not that bad. I'm sorry, man.
That's a Japanese joke.
It is. And I'm telling you something, man. Before we leave,
What?
and I don't mean to get on this tangent, and this is probably going to get us banned. I might have to cut
Don't
this
do
out
it.
later.
Don't do it.
But Japanese porno is some of the most annoying stuff with the sound on. It is. It's like, okay, maybe that's a me thing, though, because I don't even watch any porn with the sound on. I don't. I'm a sound off porn guy.
How can you be a sound off porno guy?
Because, man, it's annoying, dude. Okay.
That actually sounds like a term. I'm a sound off porno guy.
Yes.
I'm a sound on porno guy.
Do you watch porno with the sound on?
Well, if you're going to watch porno, what's the point of watching it with the sound off?
Because the point of porno is not the sound, right?
Isn't it the whole experience?
No, I think it's just the penetration, right? Right? That's what you're really getting off on, right? For me, personally. I think, like, in real life, yes, the whole senses, touching, then sound, that comes into play. But like, if I'm just trying to give it a tug and I'm watching somebody, I don't really want to hear.
So you're not really a slap that sweaty ass kind of guy. You're more a thrusting.
No, I'm saying, like, in real life, maybe, but I'm saying, why would you want to hear that, like, in a video? It's kind of annoying. Because let's be honest, man, the guy in any porno is a prop.
Of course.
Like, you're not really there for the guy. Like, guys come a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
like, that's
true.
why you don't see, like, well paid, right? Not well paid anybody, porn stars anymore.
No, there's no money.
But that's why the women is paid more because there's more that goes into it with women. I see what I did there. Yeah, boom. That goes into it women than men. So that being the case, man, like I get turned off when I hear a dude. I'm like, bro, stop, yuck, because I think mentally I want to put myself there, right? And I can't put myself there mentally if I'm watching dudes grunting and sweating, right? I'm just saying, for me personally. So that's why I turn the sound off. I'm like, I don't eat this.
I'm a sound on porno guy.
Really? That's weird to me, man. That don't gross you out?
No.
Come on, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You do that so well.
I mean, dude, what I'm saying? Yeah, come on now. Come on. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about that
spit in your
VO I
mouth.
did years ago for the porno thing?
You did a porno VO?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah, it was an S&M porno VO I did this about 10 years ago. And I'm trying to remember.
Pay well?
No, I didn't pay worth a shit. Maybe Sunman, something like that.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but it was like less than a minute of work.
It's like for a minute? That's
It was for a
turnaround.
promotional thing, and they wanted to. What was the? I've actually got the tape somewhere.
I got to hear this one.
It's actually kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's for another day, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it just reminded me of my lesbian twins story. I didn't want to talk about that.
We're gonna get to
Coming
that.
soon or not, we're not sure.
Anyway, guys, y'all guys be safe. Tokyo Stash and Spade, man.
We're out.
We out.